There is a line in the movie Finding Forrester where Sean Connery says that the way to express love is an unexpected gift at an unexpected time. So while Pastor Appreciation Month is an awesome time to appreciate your pastor, I would encourage you to think about doing some things throughout the year for he and his wife to help them along the way. Welcome to this bonus episode of The Glass House, where we are going to take just a moment and encourage you to appreciate pastors and wives for this end of Pastor Appreciation Month, which we hope will be something that continues on through the year.
And we can do this because we're no longer in pastoral ministry, so we can give you the lowdown of what pastors and their wives really think.
There is a line in the movie Finding Forrester where Sean Connery says that the way to express love is an unexpected gift at an unexpected time. So while Pastor Appreciation Month is an awesome time to appreciate your pastor, I would encourage you to think about doing some things throughout the year for he and his wife to help them along the way. So we made a short list of things that made a difference to us in our years of ministry that might be just ideas out there for people who are thinking about ways to appreciate their pastor. Mm-hmm. So I'll take the first one.
Sure.
I remember the night that someone called and said, hey, we want to order pizza to your house.
No, they didn't even call. It showed up, and someone just showed up like a pizza delivery man, and we said, we didn't order pizza. And he said, this family did for you, and here's your dinner. And it was so, we had been moving. That's what it was.
That's right. And they knew we were busy, and they just ordered pizza to our house. And that was like I'll never forget how thoughtful that was.
Yeah.
It was an unexpected gift at an unexpected time.
I agree.
All right, what about you?
Well, I could list numerous times where over our 17 years of pastoral ministry, a family who maybe had a lake house or a mountain house, they let us use it for a weekend. And it's such a huge blessing. And I'll say why, is because even in our situation, we have 4 children. We were paid very kindly from our churches. But even in that, like, a lot of jobs have opportunity for bonuses and for, like, merit awards. Well, that doesn't happen in pastoral ministry. So everything that we had, even on top of what we needed, which was great, we put into savings. And so, it's really hard to go on a trip because you just never know. Like for us, with 4 kids needing braces and cars and phones and all that. So when someone would give us a space of theirs to use for a weekend or a week, it was such a huge blessing for us. So if you have a space like that and you are willing to let their family use it, I would ask you to consider that.
I think the best way to love your pastor to love his family. Like, as I've thought about things that people have done for our children over the years, if I have a son who loves to do woodwork and someone says, hey, I want to bring your son into my shop and show him how to make a cabinet, or take an interest in my kids, or do something for them that doesn't bring any kind of glory to the situation. I just always meant so much to me when someone took an active interest in one of our kids and encouraged them.
Yeah. I think another one, and this is the point of, is that this person thought out of the box. So while we were at our first church, we had 4 children. And of course, by the time we had the 4th one, we didn't need any sort of baby gear. And this lady, and this was a very generous gift, so I don't expect this to always be the case. They gave us a house cleaning service for a year. This lady came twice a week for free, which was a huge gift. But even if you could do, pay for, a gift card for someone to clean their house one time. It was just out of the box. And so I thought, what a sweet gift to give me some rest and relief.
I love gift cards because it gives us opportunity to go and spend them as a family. But one of the challenges of gift cards over the years that's created some rub in our relationship is that people would give me Starbucks gift cards when you don't even drink coffee.
Yeah.
And you would be like, why don't they give us a gift card that...
Chick-fil-A,
something for the family.
Somewhere that would save me a night of cooking, instead of, continuing on your addictions.
So give gift cards if you want to give gift cards, but give gift cards that is a blessing to the family and not just to the pastor. I think that those are the best ones to give.
Mm-hmm. Lastly for me was because of our situation, and not every pastor will have this situation, but we had 4 children that were small. There was a lady who was newly widowed in our church, and then another lady who was a friend of my mom from previous years. And both of them would alternate coming and helping me on Sunday mornings. And so Ben would go to the church, of course, at 5 a.m., and I was left getting 4 children ready, and they were little, and so they would alternate and come to our house and help me get them ready. And it was special to me because I did, have a relationship with them, and so I didn't have to kind of tiptoe or make sure my house was clean before they came in. They could just come in and it was okay if I didn't have on makeup and I was going to dry my hair while they fed a baby. So it was really, really special.
I don't know that there's a compliment that people could ever give us that was greater than just, I'm so glad God called you guys here.
Hmm.
Those are magical words for someone who's in the ministry. And so one way to just simply appreciate your pastor and wife is just next time you see them, just say, I'm so thankful the Lord called you here. What a blessing it's been to be a part of the church under your leadership. Those kind of affirming words are just nice to hear once in a while when you always hear the negative.
Yeah. I think also when people would send us cards of specific prayers, because we have a habit in the Christian world of saying, I'm praying for you.
Yeah.
But people would send us a letter that just would say, I'm praying for you and here's how. Or they would even write a prayer out. It was really special to us because we knew that they were not just saying it, they were doing it.
The last thing I would say is specific gifts. Like if I said something in a sermon about something that I liked or a place that I went, when someone would follow up with a specific gift, it always meant so much to me.
Well, I had a good friend in Tennessee who she knew I loved cherry Dr. Pepper, and nowhere in our town carried it. And she drove 30 minutes and went and bought out this cherry Dr. Peppers at this Walmart and brought them back and had them stacked up like a little castle by my front door. And I still have the picture of it when I drove home.
It was like 175 cans of Dr. Pepper.
It was amazing.
And she set it up and she took time to construct it. Those kind of thoughtful expressions are really what keep you in ministry and days are hard. Mm-hmm. So appreciate your pastor, appreciate his wife, appreciate the kids because they are, I guarantee you, wanting to appreciate and love you too.
I would add here also is that Pastor Appreciation Month is celebrated in specific areas of the country more than others. So do be sensitive to that because that in Colorado was not a thing. They didn't know that was a month. Kind of like I didn't know that Grandparents' Day is in September until I realized I missed it and hurt some feelings.
And the context does matter in things like this, and there is cultural expectations, particularly in the Southeast, to appreciate your pastor, but you might live in a part of the country where you don't get a lot of that love. But just know you're appreciated, and we are so grateful for your ministry. And might I say this, there are seasons in ministry where you feel appreciated, and there are seasons where you're there because God has called you there. I think about what Paul said to Timothy, preach the word in season and out of season. And there were times in the life of our church where we felt very loved and appreciated, and then there were times where there was tension because we were driving change or making some difficult changes in the church. Be encouraged because the most important person in the world, Jesus, is the one who sees you, knows you, and truly values what you're doing for the sake of the Lord and for his ministry.